Good Tuesday afternoon, South Carolina Weather Watchers. I'm your host for South Carolina Weather, Jesse Peterson. Let's go ahead and start off with the weather for your Tuesday afternoon now, because the morning's pretty much over. Looking at the radar for right now, you can see those showers are already starting to get in portions of northern South Carolina, towards Gaffney, Jonesville, Union, South Carolina. And we also do have some more showers coming in from the west as well, moving east, getting to places like Walhalla, about to go through places like Pickens and Seneca as well. So that is what's going on in South Carolina right now. Not a lot right now, but that will definitely change in the next couple of hours. But here we have the entire United States. If we switch over to the MRMS, you see all the things that are going on right now across the U.S. I mean, just overall, just busy overall. We have wind advisories going from Indiana all the way down to Georgia, up on the mountains as well. Coastal flood advisories and coastal flood watches and warnings for the mid-Atlantic coast. We have winter weather advisories up there for the Northeast. Winter weather advisories and winter weather warnings, or winter storm warnings, up there in the north. And then same thing for California as well, just wind advisories and winter storm warnings and advisories as well. So if you go ahead and turn off the the weather alerts, you can see the radar better. You can see, looking at just the East Coast in general, you can see we're getting some rain right now, mainly this whole system right here. But we have the low pressure right here. You have the snow on the backside. You have the rain coming down and making that severe weather like kind of system. You have the severe weather on the very bottom side going through Florida, Alabama right now. 50 to 60 mile per hour wind gusts going through Chicago, and scattered snow and rain going through the west right now. Kind of calm right now. I think California is not receiving a drop of rain or snow right now, so that's good because of the amount of stuff that they had to go through. Let's go ahead and talk about the cloud tracker right now. So cloud cover right now is obviously very cloudy. Maybe some parts like Florence. Florence is kind of inside of like a clear spot right now, but everywhere else, you pretty much can expect maximum cloud cover. You're not going to really be able to see the sky today unless, there's a little tiny pocket in between these clouds. But moving on to the current temperatures right now, 52 in Greenville, 55 in Anderson, 53 in Columbia, 59 in Orangeburg, 66 in Charleston, 57 in Myrtle Beach, 50 in Rock Hill, 71 in Savannah, 64 in Augusta. So there's just some temperatures. You can check and see your temperatures on the map. Looking at the maximum temperatures can get around 70. 70s all the way from Columbia to Florence to Sumter, 63. Myrtle Beach, 68. At Charleston, 74. At Augusta, so definitely Augusta is going to be the hottest today. And the upstate's going to be the coolest from all that rain that y'all are going to get, especially at the start of the day as well. That's going to cool y'all down. Max wind gusts for the next 24 hours. Obviously, with those high wind warnings, you can see places like the Appalachian Mountain getting high winds. But here you can see around a good 15, 20 mile per hour wind gusts cannot be ruled out throughout all of South Carolina. So definitely watch out for that. Make sure that if you're going out with something light and you're not holding on to it and it flies out your hand, just make sure that you're holding on to it. 24-hour precipitation in inches. You can see that mainly the Little Country might get a little bit of rain. Same thing with the PD region, but it's mainly going to be the upstate and the Midlands that's going to receive most of the rain, with Greenville, Spartanburg, and Anderson getting around 7/10 of an inch. Columbia 3/10, Sumter 1/10, and Augusta's 6/10 of an inch. But everybody else like Charleston, Myrtle Beach, Florence, really only like a trace for the next 24 hours. But that'll definitely change when we get to tonight's update. Tonight's update, I do feel like that when it updates, it will, like the rain shades will move more eastward, and I think more people will start to see that rain tonight, going into tomorrow morning especially. Here is our day one not excessive, but store predictions that are outlook. Obviously, there is a General risk of storms today throughout most of South Carolina, except for just that little tiny part of the eastern South Carolina that's like Myrtle Beach, I'm pretty sure. But other than that, everyone else is included in that. And let's go ahead and talk about the models for today. So if we go ahead and move on to the HRRR, and let's go to the 12Z, and move on to the composite reflectivity. As you can see, obviously, that most of the rain is already moved in by 9 a.m. You can see, push this forward some more, move on to 12 p.m. See the showers kind of taking like a bit of a chill pill, kind of calm down a little bit. And then those heavy downpours really start entering South Carolina around 3 p.m. And then they really start to, rain heavily. Look in Greenville. You can see 7 p.m. Just definitely moderate to heavy rain. And then that whole line will move eastward, causing, again, heavy downpours to mainly almost everybody. And then we have a little storm right here that may try to cause some hail down there near Walterboro around 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. But obviously that's 8 a.m. and this is just one model run. I'm pretty sure if we was to go to when the 18Z comes out, that's probably going to be gone. But still, the 12Z thinks that maybe some hail could be possible with these storms as well. So definitely watch out for some small hail, maybe even some gusty winds with these storms as well as they pass by. So that's that, and then it will be completely out of our hair. Look at that. Just look at this huge, just humongous, just rain blob going through South Carolina at around 8 p.m. tomorrow. And then we have another round to come through right after that, 6 a.m. in the morning. So, a lot of rainfall expected. That's why we are under that marginal risk of excessive rainfall, because of that specific reason right here. I don't think they have no, I don't think they do. But I'm trying to see if they had the total, yes they do, total precipitation. So, yeah, as you can see, it's pretty obvious that it's going to be raining a lot, as I just talked about earlier. If you go ahead and pull out our little thing, it says Charleston around maybe an inch of rain at Charleston. Myrtle Beach around 0.75. Florence around 0.6. Columbia's not a lot, maybe like 0.2. Greenville around 1.4, but Simpsonville could get up to 2 inches. This is the hot spot right here. What I'm looking at right here, just southeast of Walterboro, around 3 inches could be possible, just south of like Lincolnville. And then obviously out here to sea, like 8 inches, but that's out to sea. We don't have to worry about that. If there was 8 inches of rain inland, we may have a higher than a marginal risk, probably a slight or even a moderate risk, probably moderate or a higher risk of excessive rainfall, but that's not going to come inland, so we have nothing to worry about. Yeah. But this, obviously, is the day one. Here it is. You've seen it. And now here is our day one excessive rainfall for South Carolina for today. Obviously, marginal risk of excessive rainfall for western South Carolina, including like Greenville, Spartanburg, Anderson, and the Blue Ridge Mountains as well. But that's going to about wrap this video up. Thank y'all so much for watching this forecast update for this afternoon, not in the morning. And I will be back this evening with another forecast update.